Hi, my name is Emma, and let's talk spooky stuff. I just finished watching this film, and I have to say, I am so shocked and surprised. Pleasantly as well. Directed by Elza Kephart, Slaxx is a killer comedy horror about a possessed pair of jeans. Set in a trendy retail chain store called CCC, it's Libby's first day at her dream retail job. Enthusiastic and bright-eyed, she rubs shoulders with the jaded employees of CCC as she gets ready for the giant launch of Super Shapers, a CCC exclusive jean that fits every body. But there's something hypnotizing about the design as Libby uncovers a grisly scene that the store manager wants cleaned up. From jump, this film reeled me in with its setup. We start at the cotton farm and move with the box all the way into the store. Utilizing camera movements and interesting POV angles, it was obvious a lot of thought was put into hooking the audience. And from this first moment, there is a hint of something more to come, which is what differentiates this film from other killer object horrors. It has a well-explained yet aggressive backstory. The Pants and their origins are completely explained, allowing no room for discussion or ambiguity. I feel like this could be a positive or a complete negative. For people who like a clean, tidy message, they will be satisfied with this film as the story is very whole. But others may feel like the villains in this story are emphasized and everything is a little bit too neat. But this is where the strange tone comes into play. The film is downright dorky and it knows it. It has slick and crass dialogue and plays on stereotypes. It's a weird mix of over the top yet direct in its message, but it uses this strange middle ground to its advantage, rushing from scene to scene without much connection with its characters. But it does work. They trimmed the fat, so what is left is the odd bones of this 3-act story, delivering gore, a few laughs, and even a heartfelt message. And you can't complain when the film is only 1 hour and 17 minutes. It really sets out to deliver a message as quickly as possible, and by following Libby, we get a clean introduction to how the store operates and all of the characters involved. Speaking of, they call the sections within this trendy retail chain store ecosystems, and if that is not the most bullshit corporate slang I've ever heard, I don't know what to tell you. I thought that was hilarious. But funny enough, this story didn't come from any of its strong themes. Slaxx was actually started from a joke, and it's not what you think at all. When the director was on a road trip for a prior film that she was working on, her and another co-worker friend were joking back and forth about words that sound weird. You know, everyone has this conversation with moist. She didn't like panties, her friend didn't like the word slacks, and as she kept taunting her with the word slacks, it became a creepy and intense and aggressive word, and from there, the story was filled in backwards. But it wasn't right away. The film took 15 years to become what it is. Director Elza was heavily inspired by the documentary The True Cost, which is about fast fashion. It was then that she connected it to the idea that she had so many years ago and through all of the drafts and scripts and realized this should be what the story's about. It encompasses the scariness of the slacks with a core meaning. Co-writer Patricia helped with the idea of the satire on a clothing department store, which is actually based off her background of working at Gap. They did intense research of other chain department stores with low ethics to make CCC what it is in the film, including the logo. And hence why the term ecosystems within the store is just so funny and on the nose. And for all of you ex or current retail workers, I think you'll either find this film completely triggering or therapeutic, because it is a lot of fun and it is, as I said, a little bit too close to reality. I mentioned the gore before, and the film, like all aspects, was very direct yet thoughtful about how it supplied these scenes, starting small and holding out for big reveals. It's also got those imaginative kills that are only possible if you're Chucky or a possessed inanimate object, which I guess Chucky is anyway, so look forward to that. The film truly mixes complete dorky horror with thoughtful, slick satire. I am warning you, it is heavy-handed at times, which I know a lot of you do have problems with, but I do think it still makes a lot of time for fun. And bonus, it does not waste any time in between. Straight to the point, Slaxx is here to hook its audience from the get-go, but make a statement at the same time. As you can tell, I enjoyed this film. I thought it was a good popcorn horror, but again, had a surprising message, which I was not expecting. A lot of you know I don't watch the trailers before I watch the film because I don't want anything given away. And I know with these kind of films, especially one about killer genes, probably gonna see some kills in the trailer. And yeah, I was completely caught off guard. I thought this was just gonna be a silly film, but I more so like the comment it makes on the retail side of things. I think that's really interesting. And I actually do enjoy how much backstory it's given. I like a mix of ambiguous and straightforward, and sometimes it's good to just have a straightforward film. When you're watching so many art house films that give you so much to think about afterwards, or you just finished Twin Peaks season 3 for the first time and your head feels like it's going to explode, but in a good way. Sometimes it's nice to sit down for an hour and 17 minutes, watch a film, know what it's about, and just have fun with it. I'm gonna give this film a 6 out of 10, average is 5, so it's above average slightly for me. 4 out of 10 for scares, just because of those creative kills. I do love the gore, and just thinking about the way they put the gore together in this film is pretty fantastic because every kill is done in such an interesting and different way, so you have that to look forward to. And for originality, it's kind of hard because we've got In Fabric, we've got a couple of other films now that are like this. I think about that Killer Sofa one all the time. I don't even know if I've seen it, but I always think about the cover. So I gave it a 6 out of 10 because I feel like it's not completely original anymore, but it's definitely something new, and the way they kind of tied it all in and made it really slick and fast, I thought was a really good method to draw the audience in and keep them for as long as they could and really get to the message fast and trim out everything else. Anyway, I would love to hear what you think of Slaxx. Slaxx will be available on Shudder in most countries, coming from the 18th of March, and I can't wait to see your comments. Let me know what you liked and what you didn't like about it. I would love to hear what you think. My name is Emma. I do horror/thriller content here on YouTube, giving you 2 videos every single week, starting conversations about what we love about horror, what's new, and what I recommend, giving you a lot to put on your to-watch list. I hope you have a fantastic week. Stay safe and stay spooky. Bye, guys.